And then you went to Wits.
Yep.
But that also wasn't void of any challenges.
I don't know any life that doesn't have challenges. My life was just one hurdle after another.
Yeah.
So when I'm busy popping my champagne and celebrating myself every day, it's because I've been through the ropes. You know, I think things were starting to look up though. You know, I tried to go and register at Wits, but I didn't have 4,000 rands to register. There was a registration. I kept hoping, okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna explain my situation to somebody. Hopefully somebody will listen. You know, I got there and I said to the lady, I really would like to talk to somebody. I don't know what to study, but I know I want to study here. And she asked me, do I have 4,000 rands for registration? So I said, no, I don't have it. It's part of the story I want to tell somebody. And she told me to get out of the queue. And, you know, in that moment when I started to feel sorry for myself, I was like, no, Amanda, no. Remember why we are here. We are getting older now, you know, we are getting there. And I picked myself up, I left and caught the train back home. And I told my mom that she's gonna have to hustle more money for me the next day because I want to go back and try again. So I went back, did it again. She was not interested. But eventually I think something said, I think something moved inside of her. The best thing that has ever happened to me was that lady sending me to the guidance office. Guidance is such a powerful thing. Hey? So this gentleman, we sat and I said to him, I just wanted to understand, you know, society. I want to understand life. I want to understand why do people make the decisions that they make. And, you know, him and I crafted my studies and I majored in social sciences. I graduated with a social sciences degree from Wits.
You also had experience, however, the success of being accepted into the honors program, but you had to make the decision to go and get a job.
Yeah.
Was that a tough decision to make?
Yes, it was, because I always felt that, you know, education was the only key for me.
And you started working these odd jobs and you eventually slipped into something that was the beginning of a completely new beginning for you, and you got a job in project management.
It was not a glamorous job at all, but I loved it. It was incredible. This company had an academy and they were training project managers. There was no training I did not have access to. And for me, this was a gift. But my job entailed taking minutes in workshops, making sure that this flip chart paper and the flip chart stand works. But I did it with such great pride because it felt like my life was beginning, you know? Felt like, okay, this is the adult we were hoping for and looking forward to. But yeah, life was looking up.
You then gained so much experience at so many different corporates and you know, got to be exposed to all sides of what this title of being a project manager was. And then decided to take that step to say, okay, I think it's time to open up my own shop. Tell us about starting Uyandiswa and what that's all about.
My project management career took me all the way. My last corporate job, I was a chief information officer at a bank. That's like as far as you can go in technology, essentially. And came 2013, I registered my company. It felt like I wanted to start to live out my purpose, right? So I've built Uyandiswa project management services slowly, methodically, and patiently. And also it was driven by, I went to my kids' school this one time. I wanted to surprise them, and my husband was there. And I said to him, you know, why are you here, babe? Because I feel like this guy is stealing my thunder. He's like, well, the girls have a ballet concert. And I said, well, why didn't I know about this? And it was them, they were 7 years old at the time. They said to me, Mama, you never come anyway. And it just broke my heart. Like, I felt like I had been kicked in the gut by an elephant. You know, all my life I'd been crying about parents who did this or didn't do that. And I felt like I was no different from them, you know? But all the while, remember, I was just trying to solve for the money problem because it is money that took my mother away from me. And my kids, our kids don't need money from us. That's our problem. What they need from us is us. And starting my own business was just to also allow myself the space to be present in their lives. And whilst actually getting on with my life of creating jobs, of this vision that I had of creating jobs, you know? And it's been working well so far.
It's definitely working well for you so far.